Even if you consider yourself a diehard baseball fan, I bet the majority of people would not know that the World Series actually attempted a 9-game World Series 4 different times throughout the history of Major League Baseball. Those years being 1903, 1919, 1920, and 1921. You may be asking yourself, why would they do a 9-game series? You know, pretty much 148 other years or what have you of Major League Baseball always has done a best of 7. Well, to simply put it, they did it because they wanted to grow the popularity of the game and make more money. Shocker. Major League Baseball wanted to make more money and draw a bigger audience. Kind of funny thinking like how they're changing a bunch of rules for next year, right? They want to, grow the game and make it appeal to a bigger audience. Well, Major League Baseball did that back in the day with a 9-game World Series. In 1903, it is widely considered to be the first modern era World Series to be played. And in that series, the Boston Americans took the series and beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-3. And the 9-game series went away for a while, and in 1919, they brought it back. Now, if the 1919 World Series kind of rings a bell somewhere in your head, it's because that is actually the Black Sox scandal of the 1919 World Series. And funny enough, it was one of the years they did a 9-game series. And even though some of the White Sox players threw the World Series, as we all famously know, the Cincinnati Reds took the series 5-3 against the White Sox. And in 1920, the Cleveland Indians won the series 5-2 against the Brooklyn Robins. And finally, in 1921, we have the last ever Best-of-9 series where the New York Giants beat the New York Yankees 5-3 in the series. And a little side note here, this was the first World Series ever broadcasted over the radio. So obviously that was a pretty monumental moment in Major League history there. So interesting enough, Babe Ruth actually played in the final Best-of-9 World Series. And of course, from 1922 to today, Major League Baseball has stuck with the best-of-7 format, and I definitely think the best-of-7 format determines the winner just a little bit better. The best-of-9 I think is just a little too much. I guess you can kind of consider the best-of-9 World Series kind of a early adoption of expanding the playoffs, because this was one way to get a few more games out of the season. And of course, as we know, over the last roughly 40 years, Major League Baseball has expanded playoffs a lot, adding the division series and then a wild card team and then the wild card round, and then now expanding upon the wild card round even more. But it still is just utterly amazing that they did even attempt this, and I'm honestly surprised they never tried to bring it back in some way or another, even if it was in the, say, late 40s, early 50s or something, when baseball really had another renaissance and really blew up again in popularity. It wouldn't be too crazy to think that they would attempt another 9-game World Series, but no, it happened just 4 times, and we have not seen it since 1921. So I don't think there's too much more to talk about for this video. This is just a fun little history lesson if you have not heard about the 9-game World Series that they played throughout 4 different seasons. I just wanted to bring attention to it because I thought it was a very interesting concept and thing that actually happened, and I just wanted to give a little brief synopsis and history lesson about it. So with that said, what are your thoughts on the 9-game World Series? Did you know about it? And if you did, I'd be interested to hear where you heard it. So with all that said, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and while you're down there, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Until next time, guys, everyone have a great day. Thanks for watching.